Okay, so I completed my viva voce. Viva voce. Thailand, what the fuck? I just feel like my nose is really big. I think it's because of the highlights I put. It makes it look more wider or some shit. This is so weird. It looks so freaking... Anyway. So I'm at the West Beach station. I'm just waiting to catch the other station. I mean, train, because the one I was on wouldn't stop at my station. Yeah, so I did my Viva thing, and I think I did okay. I was kind of lucky because the question he asked me, like, I wrote a lot on that, so I was kind of lucky. Oh, yeah, that's a bit of a highlight there. But yeah, did it now. Gonna go home. I think I'm gonna break my rule. I was like, no more coffee. I feel like I need a coffee just to lift me up because it's a bit tiring. And I gotta start my written part of the assessment, which is what, 60%. So I gotta hand that in. No, sometimes I get insecure about my voice, but when I was in there, I just talk my normal voice, you know. I think they all know I'm trans, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah, that looks better. I guess it depends on the lighting, like whether you look, well, to me anyway, whether I look good or not, it depends on the light. It was like, I mean, it was exhausting, you know, because like when you do these Viva things, you have to really interact with these people, and I don't know, it's just like some people, like, I don't know, I felt like this guy was like, I don't know, it's like some people, they get the ego. I mean, we all have egos, but I'm not really there to show my ego to people. I'm just there to do my assessment and then go home. I feel like some people, when they're there, they get caught in this social thing where they want to actually present themselves in a good light. Whereas I'm not really concerned about presenting myself in a good light. I just want to do the right thing. Like I want, like, yeah, I would feel bad if I was asked a question and I didn't know the answer to that question. That would make me feel bad. But if someone else, but I'm not going to, if someone else did well, if someone else did really well, they said well, I'm not going to try and compete with them. I feel like some people, they tend to compete with you, you know, and I don't like that. But this is the kind of this ego thing. I just don't like that stuff. I feel like if someone does well, good. They did well. That's good. You know, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you if you do well. I don't have anything against you. But if I'm doing my thing, you know, it's like I wish people understood what we're doing here. You know, like in these assessments, right? And I was sort of joking with them. I think we all should compete with each other and we should try to destroy each other. So, anyway. Shit, so windy! Windy! So, like, the attitude I get is I go in there, sometimes I feel like people in these like boardroom meetings or whatever, there's all this kind of dynamic happening of the people's personalities and all of this stuff, and I'm like, oh god, fuck, I really don't want to have to deal with this. Well, I'm a human being. I'm sensitive to other people's whatever. You know, I can be sensitive to people, you know, but I can be sensitive to other people's issues. I'm not a brute. Like if someone is like trying to compete with me or whatever, you know, it's like I don't compete with them. I just pull back. If someone tries to compete with me, you know how some people they tend to, okay, I'm gonna compete with you. I tend to be like, no, I was feeling like that's not nice, you know. But on the other hand, I do have a personality that's quite. I am actually competitive by nature. But that I do it in a subconscious level. I don't do it consciously. Like if I'm consciously aware that someone else sort of feeling insecure or whatever, I wouldn't try and consciously compete with them. Maybe I do it subconsciously. Maybe I do it. I mean, I am a competitive person. I have to say that that is true of me. And I also tend to. I guess I'm. You know, I know how to engage in that talk. You know, but I don't do it in an. I do it in a genuine way. That's what I can say. I don't play the game. Like if I'm talking to people or whatever, I do it in a more genuine way, I think. And then when I encounter people who are actually consciously playing a game or whatever, I don't know. I just find that uncomfortable. I hate these social situations. I mean, I'm not perfect, you know, I've got my flaws, I make my own, whatever, I've got my own issues and all that. I'm not saying like I'm like this perfect person who's like, I'm an incredibly judgmental person, yes, I know that. But, I don't know. Why am I even making this video? What the fuck? Anyways, I got in. I don't think I'll make that tranny as a flasher video. I don't know. After talking about it and now thinking about it, I just don't want to make it. I don't like it. I don't know. I just don't. I find it kind of distasteful and rude to make those videos. I find it offensive, actually. What do I mean by that? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with. I find it. The reason I just don't feel comfortable making those videos because I just find them to be too rude and shocking and I don't know, self-debasing or something. And I don't want to do that. Anyway, so my train is coming. Yeah, so the assessment went okay, and hopefully I can get the written part submitted on Friday. Normal classes resuming tomorrow.